Is this a time where perhaps people can step back and reflect and maybe come across the political divide in honour of David Trimble?
You would like to think so, but David Trimble, as you've mentioned, was one of the architects of the Good Friday Agreement. He was a unionist leader that had a lot to give and a lot to lose, and he himself said that the Good Friday Agreement and the protocol could not live in the same space. Tony Blair, another architect of it, has said exactly the same thing, and there is no unionist support whatsoever for the protocol. And the way this was set up between John Hume, David Trimble, Tony Blair and Bill Clinton it was all based on consent. 25 years on, and it lies unable to function because the consent of both sides of the community are not here. David Trimble himself, of course, was the First Minister, and his first 4 years in power here were very bumpy along the way. Problems over IRA decommissioning and, of course, legacy issues. He was a very clever man. He was a law lecturer, and constitutionally he got most stuff right. His problem came in around the security stuff. That's where he agreed to prisoners being let out, letters of mercy and Queen's pardons coming every shape to IRA prisoners that left legacy in the state that it's in now. In fact, there wouldn't have been a member of the media closer to what was going on in Glengall Street at that time, also Unionist headquarters, than myself. And I can tell you that some of the comments that were coming out then was that if they let legacy go ahead, that it would be used to rewrite history, and that it would be a virtual cash machine for a utopia for barristers and legal people inside Northern Ireland. And that's pretty much now exactly what has happened, and it would keep on bringing the institutions down. But we've got to remember that the years up to the Good Friday Agreement were very, very violent years. I lived through them. And for 25 years, we've had relative peace. And that is down to David Trimble, and it is down to John Hume. And, you know, they talk about statues and stuff being put into these gardens, and they are quite controversial. I mean, they weren't allowed to put a stone celebrating 100 years of Northern Ireland here. But I do think there should be something to remember those two men, and indeed Mo Molan, who pushed everything over the line for that 25 years. And Northern Ireland has become a different place since then. But the Unionist Party gave everything, and now from their majority in here, they hold about 9 seats.